Did you know that Bulgaria is one of the oldest countries in Europe with a history dating back to the Middle Paleolithic era? In this video, we'll explore the fascinating history of Bulgaria, from its ancient beginnings to the formation of the First Bulgarian Empire. In the lands that now make up modern Bulgaria, some of the earliest traces of human activity can be found, dating back to around 150,000 years ago. Among these ancient remains are Neanderthal relics, while traces of Homo sapiens date to approximately 47,000 years ago, marking one of the earliest arrivals of modern humans in Europe. Around 6,500 BC, the Karanovo culture emerged, thriving on agriculture alongside other Neolithic societies in the region. As time progressed, the Copper Age Varna culture, dating to the 5th millennium BC, pioneered gold metallurgy. The Varna necropolis treasure, containing the world's oldest golden jewelry at over 6,000 years old, offers significant insights into the social hierarchy and stratification of early European societies. One of the primary ancestral groups of modern Bulgarians, the Thracians, appeared on the Balkan Peninsula before the 12th century BC. Renowned for their metallurgy, they influenced Greek culture with the Orphean and Dionysian cults, yet remained tribal and stateless. In the 6th century BC, the Persian Achaemenid Empire conquered parts of what is now eastern Bulgaria, maintaining control until 479 BC. This invasion spurred Thracian unity, leading to the formation of the Odrysian kingdom under King Teres in the 470s BC. Despite subsequent weakening and vassalization by Philip II of Macedon, attacks by Celts in the 3rd century, and eventual incorporation into the Roman Empire in AD 45, the Thracians left a lasting legacy. By the end of the 1st century AD, Roman governance extended over the entire Balkan Peninsula, and Christianity began to spread in the region by the 4th century. Notably, the Gothic Bible, the first Germanic language book, was created by Gothic bishop Ulfilas in what is now northern Bulgaria around 381. Following the fall of Rome in 476, the Byzantines took control, but their prolonged wars against Persia left the Balkans vulnerable to barbarian incursions. This allowed the Slavs to enter the Balkan Peninsula, primarily through Mysia, and gradually transformed the region into a South Slav country with a democratic governance structure. Shortly after the Slavic incursions, Mysia faced another invasion, this time by the Bulgars under Khan Asparukh. Descendants of Old Great Bulgaria, Asparukh's horde conquered the Slavic tribes in Mysia in 680. A peace treaty with the Byzantine Empire in 681 marked the foundation of the First Bulgarian Empire. The Bulgars formed a close-knit ruling caste, and successive rulers solidified the Bulgarian state throughout the 8th and 9th centuries. Krum, one such ruler, introduced a written code of law and repelled a significant Byzantine incursion at the Battle of Pliska, where Byzantine Emperor Nicephorus I was killed. In 864, Boris I abolished paganism in favor of Eastern Orthodox Christianity, leading to the Byzantine recognition of the Bulgarian Church and the adoption of the Cyrillic alphabet. These developments strengthened central authority and gradually unified the Slavs and Bulgars into a single people speaking a Slavic language. The golden age of the First Bulgarian Empire occurred during the 34-year reign of Simeon the Great, marked by the state's largest territorial expansion. However, after Simeon's death, Bulgaria faced challenges from wars with Magyars and Pecheneg and the spread of the Bogomil heresy. Consecutive Rus and Byzantine invasions culminated in the Byzantine army's seizure of Preslav in 971. The empire briefly recovered under Samuel but ultimately succumbed to Byzantine Emperor Basil II, who defeated the Bulgarian army at Klayak in 1014. Samuel's death shortly after the battle led to the Byzantine conquest of the First Bulgarian Empire by 1018. Basil II integrated local nobility into Byzantine bureaucracy and aristocracy, alleviated their tax burdens, and maintained the Bulgarian Patriarchate as an autocephalous archbishopric to prevent revolts. The fall of the First Bulgarian Empire to the Byzantines marked a period of instability, but the resilient spirit of the Bulgarian people would soon ignite a new era of independence and prosperity. Following the death of Basil II, Byzantine domestic policies began to shift, leading to a series of unsuccessful rebellions. The largest of these uprisings was led by Peter Delian. The Byzantine Empire's authority weakened significantly after a disastrous military defeat at Manzikert against Seljuk invaders. The Crusades further destabilized the region, preventing Byzantine attempts at Hellenization and creating fertile ground for further revolt. In 1185, nobles from the Asen dynasty, Ivan Asen I and Peter IV, organized a major uprising and successfully re-established the Bulgarian state. They founded the Second Bulgarian Empire with its capital at Tarnovo, Kaloyan, the third ruler of the Asen dynasty, extended his dominion to Belgrade and Ohrid. He acknowledged the spiritual supremacy of the Pope and received a royal crown from a papal legate. The empire reached its zenith under Ivan Asen II, 1218 to 1241, during which its borders expanded as far as the coast of Albania, Serbia, and Epirus. Under his rule, commerce and culture flourished, and there was a shift away from Rome in religious matters. The Asen dynasty became extinct in 1257, leading to internal conflicts and continuous Byzantine and Hungarian attacks. This weakened the state, enabling the Mongols to establish suzerainty over Bulgaria. In 1277, a swineherd named Ivalo led a significant peasant revolt, expelling the Mongols and briefly becoming emperor. However, he was overthrown in 1280 by the feudal landlords, whose factional conflicts caused the Second Bulgarian Empire to fragment into small feudal dominions by the 14th century. These fragmented rump states, two tsardoms at Vidin and Tarnovo, and the Despotate of Dobrudza, became easy prey for a new threat from the southeast, the Ottoman Turks. Initially employed as mercenaries by the Byzantines in the 1340s, the Ottomans soon became invaders in their own right. Sultan Murad I captured Adrianople from the Byzantines in 1362. Sofia fell in 1382, followed by Shumen in 1388. The Ottomans completed their conquest of Bulgarian lands in 1393, when Tarnovo was sacked after a 3-month siege. The Battle of Nicopolis in 1396 brought about the fall of the Vidin Tsardom, and Sozopol was the last Bulgarian settlement to fall in 1453. The Ottoman conquest led to the elimination of the Bulgarian nobility, and the peasantry was in serf to Ottoman masters. Much of the educated clergy fled to other countries. Bulgarians were subjected to heavy taxes, including the devshirm, or blood tax, and experienced partial Islamization. The Ottoman authorities established the Rum Millet, a religious administrative community governing all Orthodox Christians regardless of their ethnicity. This led to a loss of distinct national consciousness among the local population, who began identifying solely by their faith. However, the clergy in isolated monasteries and the militant Catholic community in the northwest preserved their ethnic identity. As Ottoman power waned, Habsburg Austria and Russia saw Bulgarian Christians as potential allies. The Austrians backed several uprisings in Tarnovo, Chaprovsy, and Karpash's rebellion, while the Russian Empire asserted itself as a protector of Christians in Ottoman lands with the Treaty of Kukut-Kanarka in 1774. The 18th century Western European Enlightenment influenced the national awakening of Bulgaria, restoring national consciousness and providing an ideological basis for the liberation struggle. This led to the April Uprising of 1876, during which up to 30,000 Bulgarians were killed as Ottoman authorities crushed the rebellion. The massacres prompted the great powers to take action, convening the Constantinople Conference in 1876. However, the Ottomans rejected their decisions, allowing the Russian Empire to seek a military solution without risking confrontation with other great powers. In 1877, Russia declared war on the Ottomans and, with the help of Bulgarian rebels, particularly during the crucial Battle of Shipka Pass, defeated them. The Treaty of San Stefano, signed on March 3, 1878 by Russia and the Ottoman Empire, proposed an autonomous Bulgarian principality. However, the other great powers rejected the treaty, fearing a large country in the Balkans might threaten their interests. The Treaty of Berlin, signed on July 13th, provided for a much smaller state, the Principality of Bulgaria, comprising only Misha and the region of Sofia. This left large populations of ethnic Bulgarians outside the new country, significantly influencing Bulgaria's militaristic foreign policy in the early 20th century. The Bulgarian Principality won a war against Serbia and incorporated the semi-autonomous Ottoman territory of Eastern Rumelia in 1885, proclaiming itself an independent state on October 5, 1908. In the following years, Bulgaria militarized and was often referred to as the Balkan Prussia. It became involved in 3 consecutive conflicts between 1912 and 1918, 2 Balkan Wars and World War I. Despite significant military efforts and some decisive victories, Bulgaria faced territorial losses and economic strain due to its alliances and wartime actions. Political unrest led to a royal authoritarian dictatorship under Tsar Boris III, 1918 to 1943. Bulgaria joined World War II as a member of the Axis but declined to participate in Operation Barbarossa and saved its Jewish population from deportation to concentration camps. After the sudden death of Boris III in 1943, the country faced political turmoil as the war turned against Germany. The communist-dominated Fatherland Front took power in 1944, ending participation in the Axis and joining the Allied side. Although Bulgaria suffered little war damage, it lost all wartime territorial gains except for southern Dobruja. The left-wing coup d'état of September 9, 1944, led to the abolition of the monarchy and the establishment of a one-party People's Republic under Soviet influence. Under Georgy Dimitrov, 1946 to 1949, Bulgaria became a repressive, rapidly industrializing Stalinist state. By the mid-1950s, living standards rose significantly and political repression eased. The Soviet-style planned economy saw some experimental market-oriented policies under Todor Zhivkov, 1954 to 1989. Despite economic challenges, national GDP increased fivefold, and per capita GDP quadrupled by the 1980s. Facing declining birth rates among the ethnic Bulgarian majority, Zhivkov's government attempted to assimilate the minority ethnic Turks, resulting in the emigration of some 300,000 ethnic Turks to Turkey. The Communist Party relinquished its political monopoly on November 10, 1989, leading to Bulgaria's transition to a parliamentary democracy. The first free elections in June 1990 were won by the rebranded Bulgarian Socialist Party. A new constitution was adopted in 1991, but the new system initially struggled to improve living standards and economic growth. After 2001, Bulgaria experienced significant improvements in economic, political, and geopolitical conditions. It achieved high human development status in 2003, joined NATO in 2004, and the European Union in 2007. Despite EU concerns over government corruption, Bulgaria hosted the 2018 presidency of the Council of the European Union at the National Palace of Culture in Sofia. Bulgaria's journey through history is a testament to the resilience and determination of its people. From ancient civilizations and empires to modern democracy, the story of Bulgaria is rich with heritage, struggles, and triumphs. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating tales from history. If you enjoyed this video and want to dive deeper into the fascinating history of Bulgaria, grab a copy of our detailed book version, link in the description. Packed with rich insights and captivating stories, it's a must-read for history enthusiasts.